Smith Nation. It's Thursday. It's time for the Newscast. I'm Jen Hillegas, your Inside Sales and Marketing Brand Manager.
Yes, Jen Hillegas, and I'm Michael. How are you?
Yeah. And Mike does lots of stuff. He's
you.
in charge of our orientation. He drives for Walmart on the weekends. He shuttles drivers to Georgia.
Love it.
We see Mike for everything we need around here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Welcome to the Newscast. So we have a brand new segment.
And we have a live audience. I love it. There's only 2 people here, but we love you.
Yeah, thanks for cheering us on.
Let's fill this room up soon. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're ever in Roaring Spring.
Yeah, stop in.
Come in. Be part of our audience, our live studio audience.
Free diet water. God bless you.
Yeah.
Little joke. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, Fresca.
Yes.
There's always a Fresca hidden for Mike Donovan
yes,
on Wednesdays.
Yes, there is. For Mike Donovan, he gets the Fresca.
Yeah. Anyway.
Who are you again? Jen. Jen, just kidding. Just sorry. Okay. Crazy.
Mike gets to sit in on a brand new segment.
Looking forward to it.
What's the name of the segment?
Straight Talk Express.
Right.
With Joe Musselman.
Yes, straight talk. So he makes no bones. He squashes some rumors.
Yeah, he does.
He gives it to you. So please, he'll be right after safety. So we're going to be safety, service, and then people. So we have a safety segment. It's sort of long. Brooke and Nikki break down the basics of hours of service.
I heard we had Robert Ryan in here.
Yeah, Robert filled in for Jess on the clean inspection roll call.
Good.
And Robert goes over the violations. Like we do the clean inspections, which Randy Poden, former driver of the year, he's on the clean inspections. I caught that name. But he also goes over the violations that we saw the same week. So just a reminder, those pre-trips. And then, so after that is service, and that will be Joe with Straight Talk Express. And please, 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 if you're a driver in our fleet, take the time to listen to the segment.
Yeah, it's great. Very good. Very informative.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So.
All right, I get it back upstairs. Very, very busy. You have a great day. And you two that have joined us, we love it. Thank you. We need more next time.
That's right. Let's get on the road.
See you.
Hello, Smith Nation. Nikki and Brooke here from Safety. We wanted to talk about the Hours of Service Basic and have a little frequently asked question to get the word out. Knowledge is power. So, Brooke, what is the Hours of Service Compliance Basic?
The Hours of Service Compliance Basic is one of 7 categories that the FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, uses to determine how a motor carrier ranks among other carriers with similar number of safety events.
So the Hours of Service Basic is just about hours of service, like the 11, 14, 70, and 30-minute break?
Actually, no, there's more to it than that. Did you know hours of service violations are among the most common violations? That doesn't mean they need to happen to us, though. For example, the following are also part of the Hours of Service Basics. Form and manner violations, driver failed to manually add shipping document number and or trailer number, failing to have at least 7 days worth of blank paper logs, and driver failed to assume or decline unassigned drive time. Some ways to help avoid these violations is to make sure that you know where your logbook and cab card are at all times when not under a load. Enter 5 to 7 zeros in the load tab and keep it up to date.
So what all does this mean then?
Know how to use your e-logs, know how it works, and keep it current. We need to remain diligent to ensure that we are compliant in all areas to avoid these violations.
What happens when a driver is pulled over and is currently in violation of their 14-hour clock?
It's a 7-point violation, so since it's new, it would be 7 times 3. So for one infraction, it's 21 points that the driver will have on their record now for 3 years.
Does this impact the driver in any way?
It certainly does. Employers review prospective employees' violations, and depending on their employer's hiring requirements, they may not want to hire a driver with severe violations or numerous violations.
What does that mean for the company when drivers receive CSA points?
We keep those points on our score for 2 years before they fall off. Prospective customers review our scores, and if they're too high, that could cause a major impact on the business as they won't want us to haul their freight.
What is the threshold of hours of service and what is our score?
The threshold is 65%. We are currently at 59%.
What can we do to drive this basic down?
Hours of service violations are the most common, but that doesn't mean that it has to be any less serious. Know the limits and comply with them. Never drive beyond your hours of service and plan ahead. Fill out all areas in the load tab, such as trailer number, load number, bill of lading. Know where you're going to end up when you get close to the end of your hours, and know where to shut down as a second option if somewhere is full. Another option is to call in. You may have a customer nearby that will allow you to park there to complete your break. Communicate with other drivers and see where they park when they deliver to certain locations. Also, if you're low on hours and have to go through a city during rush hour, might be best to shut down before entering the city and complete your break. Wake up early and start your day.
What is the most common mistake when doing a split sleeper, and how can we avoid it?
Most common mistake when doing a split would be the logging portion of it. The smaller portion, the 2, the 3 hours, 4, 5, it can be off-duty status or sleeper burst status, or a combination of the two running consecutively. Larger portion always has to be in sleeper berth, the 7 or the 8 hours. So if you are a driver, it's the end of the week and you plan on going home and using a split to do so, also make sure that you are logging the larger portion when you go home, as you are not sleeping in the truck when you go off-duty for home time. That'll pair the smaller portion as off-duty with the larger portion you already completed earlier in the day.
If drivers have more questions, can they call into safety?
They absolutely can call into safety anytime. We're happy to help. Remember, safety is not the police. We have one common goal, and that's to work together as a team. We know you have a hard job, and we want to support you in any way that we can. So when you're next in the terminal nearby, stop in, say hello. We have log books, cab cards that you can take a look at, grab to keep in the truck with you, and grab a free cup of coffee as well. Remember, safety starts with me
and you.
Good morning, Smith Nation. This is Robert here with Smith Transport Safety Department. Wanted to give a shout out to the clean inspections for the past week. William Mack, Kevin Bollard, Randy Bowden, and David Whitfield. Great job. While I've got you on the line here, I also want to talk about the violations that we got. We had a fuel system that was dripping, that was leaking. We had a brake hose tube chafing in or kinking, connection to power unit. We had 2 failed to obey traffic control device. We had a miscellaneous traffic law violation. We had a defective ABS switch, and we had a windshield wiper that was inoperative. So I really need you to pay attention on your pre-trips.
Hey, good day, everybody out there. Joe Musselman here from the Operations Department. New segment, Michael.
Great, looking forward to it.
Michael Gallagher, you guys know him very well.
Thank you.
He spends a lot of time on the newscast here.
Yes.
But I got with Jen and I said, listen, what can we do every week so that I can provide some operational updates, get some feedback and so forth from our team out there. 890 some
Yes,
drivers out
sure.
there.
Mhm.
We don't often get to talk to,
No, we don't,
to
no.
them as much as we'd like. But I want to make sure that we're connecting with them. They got the most up-to-date information that they can get and just be able to spread that
great.
information out
Very good,
everywhere.
very
So
good.
glad to be joined by one of my top and favorite drivers,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Michael
sir.
Gallagher.
Thank you. Yes, thanks,
So because this is intended to be to the drivers. I want the
Good for the
drivers to hear
drivers,
this
yes.
stuff. So the first thing I want to just give an update on is I want to kind of give a thank you and just say I appreciate everybody's patience with regards to equipment. Smith Transport's made a decision to onboard, bring in a lot of new equipment, but that also comes at some challenges too. Give a big props out to Thad and his team at the shop. They work feverishly day in and day out trying to get new equipment in, old equipment out, just updated. And listen, we're not making, we call it the Straight Talk
Yeah,
Express here. We're not making any bones about it. We've had some equipment challenges. Many cases not to our own doing, but from supply shortages to part shortages to manufacturing issues that our partners are helping us with and helping us through. But nonetheless, it creates some pain operationally for us, whether it's moving you from a piece of equipment, getting you paid, breakdown, all those things. And we're actually evaluating that right now. Are we going to change our policy, up our breakdown pay temporarily here till we get through this pain of equipment challenges? So I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you being patient. Work with us. If you have questions, I think Jen's going to put my email address in there. Shoot me an email because I just want to address one rumor that I've heard 50 times right now, and I want to make sure that everybody hears that there's no truth to it. That the shop's getting cleared out and somebody else is taking it over, or Hunter or whoever. Absolutely no truth to that whatsoever. Quite honestly, we asked Hunter Peterbilt to provide us a shop tech in Bedford for months now, and because they're experiencing workforce issues just like many of us, it's a challenge to get that done. So Smith Transport Shop is not being taken over by anybody. Thad Spirit Digliozzi and his team is going to continue to do the best job that they can day in and day out, getting equipment ready for you, our professional driver, to go out there and move freight. Because we need you to move freight. I want to thank you for good service. You know, we serve a lot of very critical freight, just in time, high priority.
Yes.
And those customers appreciate that. We want to continue to do that, okay? So thank you for doing that. That's how we win business. We continue to win business, and I look forward to giving you some good updates, customer updates. A lot of bidding going on, some new lanes. We're starting some new Caterpillar business. So there's a lot of good things happening. I'll update you on that. Now, I do have one request. So I like to thank you. I like to appreciate you, but I do have one request I need you to do for me. We have a lot of different opportunities where we try to drop trailers, provide drop yards, different terminals, those kind of things. Those opportunities are important. They're important for you to maybe relay freight, get freight, park, all those things, take breaks. But when we are guests and we have landlords, we need to be respectful of that.
Definitely.
You know, I would tell you Bessemer City, for example, the landlord, Eddie Waterford down there, a great guy, gives us a nice opportunity to use his facility to park. What I can't have happen is people throwing junk out in the driveway, emptying your trailer out wherever. We have dumpsters on site, we have Job Johnnies, some places have restrooms, all those things. Be mindful and respectful, be a professional out there, because that will allow us to be invited back to many different places and have facilities and opportunities to do. So that's my request. Please be a professional out there. Remember, if you have a question, you have a comment, you hear a crazy rumor, you want to know if it's true or not, shoot me that email. I'll be glad to answer it, give you the Straight Talk Express.
Love it. Very good, Joe.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, Smith Nation. It's GAC with this week's Smith-iversaries's. And again, we got some huge big baller shot callers this week, starting out with Mr. Michael Horgan, my friend, one of the OTR drivers. Mike's a driver mentor, Tommy Smith Gold Eagle Million Mile Club, and he is celebrating 23 years with Smith Transport. So congratulations, Mike. Next up, we got Robert Mullen, one of our CAT dedicated drivers. Congratulations on 18 years. Then coming in with 15 years, we got Mr. Jonathan E. Richardson, an OTR driver, also a Tommy Smith Gold Eagle Million Mile Club recipient. Coming in at 14 years, we have Roy Mayhew from our Well Services. Then with 10 years, we got John Gilman, also from Well Services. Following up from him, with 5 years, we got Mr. Zach Wheeler from our Walmart dedicated, and Mr. Michael Noble on Well Services. With celebrating 4 years is Mr. John Smalls, one of our Southeast Gold drivers, also a Defender of Freedom. So thank you for your service. With 3 years, we have Mr. James Nail with our Northeast Gold, Mr. Christopher Desmond, one of our OTR drivers, and Johnny Pridgeton from our Walmart dedicated. Then we have 2 years, we have Mr. Darrell Bowman from Walmart dedicated, and rounding out the Smith-iversaries's with 1 year, congratulations to Charles Marcotte, a dedicated driver for DHL, Mr. Joseph Waters, a dedicated DHL, Byron Stith, a dedicated driver, Mr. Johnny Heath from Northeast Gold, Mr. Tim Laporte, an OTR driver, and Richard Lynch, also an OTR driver. So congratulations to everyone on their Smith-iversaries's. Have a great week, and remember, safety starts with me.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily.
And I'm Shane.
And this is our Welcome to the Family segment. We are welcoming our new drivers that are in orientation this week. So I'll go ahead and get us started. We have LaTanya Allen, Robert Allen, Michael Boatwright, Dustin Branch, Brandon Burkholder, James Campbell, Crystal Gross, Francis Jadon, Philip John, and Gerald Kitchick.
And we also have Douglas Mickle, Shendaya Rabahu, Scott Seibert, Michael Thomas, Sean Thompson, Daniel Walker, Dennis Zamber, and finally, Clyde Lawson.
Welcome everybody, thanks for being here.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Jen from HR. I have a few things today. First off, we'd like to welcome Jennifer. She's going to be a new driver manager for us here in Marine Spring. We also have Jeremy. He's going to be in our ERS department. So if you speak to either one of them, please welcome them to the team. So for HR news, just want to remind you, if you have any students that are in high school, they're seniors or up to a junior in college, please make sure you get them the Soaring Eagle scholarship paperwork and get that filled out, and they have a chance to get a $1,000 scholarship from Smith Transport Franklin Logistics. So please make sure they get that completed. Also, any of you that are on the medical insurance and you use tobacco products, remember you have until July 1st to complete a tobacco cessation program, and then the forms will be available in July. So just note, forms are not available to be completed, so I do not have them to complete yet. They will be available the month of July. Just if you use tobacco products, you have until July 1st to complete that program. Just make sure you get documentation that you can turn in with your form in July stating you completed a program. So any other questions, please give us a call. Thanks for all you do.
At Smith Transport, do you know who our #1 recruiter is? Sorry, Rob Miller, it's not you. It's our professional drivers. So I work from our recruiting department. My office is in that department, and I get the privilege of assisting the recruiting team answering calls from drivers calling in to learn more about what we can offer them. And I have an overwhelming amount of drivers in the last 2 weeks that have said they were referred to us by one of our drivers. Sometimes they say, I just talked to one of your drivers, and I'm like, oh, did you get a truck number? Do you know that person's name? You are missing out on referral bonus money. If you refer a driver to us who stays out for 2 weeks, you can earn $1,500. A driver that works on a dedicated account or they're home every weekend or every week, you can earn $1,000. And if you refer a rehire back to us, you can earn $750. Those referral bonuses are paid out at 14 days, 60 days, and 180 days, and you're missing out. So please make sure when you're out there referring drivers, spreading the good news about our driving opportunities, get the name of the driver that you're talking to and make sure that driver has your name. Call your DM, send a free form, call your recruiter and say, hey, I just talked to this driver. So they'll have that and note that in our system. In return, make sure the driver you're talking to knows your name. Write it down. Make sure. We want to pay you. We don't want you to miss out. So please get on it. You can make some extra money for vacation or whatever you want to spend it on.
Hey guys, welcome back. Sugar and Spice. I'm Julie.
I'm Jen.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Another day.
We started off spring.
We started.
Now we're back to winter.
Stupid Pennsylvania. But we have lots of good shout outs, so lots of positivity. Here we go. So big shout out, Jessica Morris. She is the daughter of one of our drivers, Keith Morris. And she had the honor of signing the national anthem at the Talladega race on Sunday, the 24th. Now, Jessica, she's a senior at the Helen Keller School for the Deaf in Alabama. So, I mean, like that, if I were her, I'd be super proud, but I can't imagine how proud her dad is because that's his baby girl and she did something amazing. So, big shout out to you. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. Such a huge race. Millions of people watching that either live or on TV.
No pressure.
So that's awesome. Congratulations. Thanks for doing that. And then we have another couple shout outs for, we finally were able to get Kevin Ketron in here. He is the newest member of the Tommy Smith Golden Eagle Million Mile Club. So congratulations, Kevin, for your accomplishment of 1 million safe miles and being the newest member of this elite club. So we're looking forward to 2 million.
2 and then 3. You got it.
No pressure there. And then also we finally had the chance to bring in a Driver of the Month award winner, Doug Kendall. So he was finally, we were able to get him in here and give him his award and thank him for the accomplishment of being Driver of the Month. Doug has been here less than a year.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, you don't have to be here. I mean, just come in, do a good job, do a hard job, communicate with your driver manager, have that good relationship there, and you can be Driver of the Month also. You don't have to be here a long time.
Yeah.
But I actually had Doug on my board for a little while. He's a flex driver. He does great. So thank you very much, Doug. Unfortunately, I took other drivers and dedicated accounts, so I had to give up some of my drivers, and sadly, Doug was one that I had to give up, but I'm glad that he's still having success with another driver manager. So thank you very much, Doug and Kevin.
And if you guys know other drivers that should get a shout out or recognize them for their amazingness and their professionalism, definitely send shout outs in for us.
Absolutely.
you know, who do we always hear from? We always hear from Irvin, we hear from Anthony and Mike. We do love you guys. We appreciate everything that you do. And you guys are always on top of the shout outs because you're always sending pictures of your truck, including that really nice Easter lily on the back. So that was really nice. Thank you.
Well, that one came from Matt and Marla Rush.
Oh, sorry.
A
my
team
bad.
that we have. So
Yes, thank you guys.
pretty cool.
So thank you, Matt and Marla, for switching it up a little bit instead of Anthony, Irvin, and Mike. So
You know, unfortunately, some of the downsides to transportation is we're 24/7.
we are.
We have to keep running, so sometimes that means you have holidays away from home. But at least they were able to bring Easter into their truck.
Thank you.
And then going back to some 80s trivia, celebrating our 40th anniversary here at Smith Transport. So I'll ask the questions this time.
Okay.
In the movie 16 Candles, what kind of car does Jake Ryan's dad drive?
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. But apparently the answer it came from Brittany McFarland, and the answer is Rolls Royce. I do know what Rolls Royce are. I can't say it today, but I do know what that brand is. But I just never seen the movie. So what else you got?
And then, same theme of movie, in The Breakfast Club, what song plays during the opening and closing credits?
I'm the worst person to ask for 80s trivia. Remember, I was not born in the 80s. I missed that whole decade. So the answer comes from Anthony Dickerson. It was Simple Minds singing "Don't You Forget About Me."
And now I'm gonna have it stuck in my head all day.
I never would have guessed it. But keep the shout outs coming, keep the pictures coming. Go ahead and switch it up and go ahead and get on that 80s trivia and see if you can do a better job than me, because apparently I suck at this. So
We'll see you next week.
Kevin Ketron. Worked here since December 16th, 2009. And today we're excited to honor him with the Tommy Smith Golden Eagle Million Mile Award. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yep, appreciate it. Very nice. And it's very critical business. And it's very important business for Smith Transport, and it's certainly important to the customer. And we appreciate you servicing it every night. And we were just mentioning, John, Michael and I were just talking, you know, we're getting new business with them. And really that new business is coming about because of the work that guys like you are doing, Katie and John, to service the existing customer. They recommend us for other business.
Oh, just enjoy being here for what years I've been here, and had great people to work with. Teresa, my DM for many years.
Jason, he popped in. Yeah, as
Jason
well.
was my DM for a few years. And now Katie and John. You couldn't work with a better group of people. I mean, the office people here, the whole company is, that's why I stayed here.
Very nice. Well, we appreciate that. That's what we like to hear. Like you saw, we got some nice pictures with his award there for sure. And that's
Beautiful.
very nice, very nice. Lay her down there. Of course, the jacket. So he has a new jacket coming. It's got the Million Mile on.
We just had a new one this week, I heard.
Yeah, we do. And of course, you got a whole set of hats that also recognize that. The Tommy Smith Golden Eagle Million Mile Club. Got a certificate. This is a little something in here. There's gift cards and take the wife out to dinner.
Okay.
Whatever you would. And then, of course, that's pretty nice right there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you earned it. So you get to wear that. Sorry it's a little delayed, but we have some gifts and so forth for you for the month of October, where you were named the Smith Transport Driver of the Month. As we mentioned, put you in the running for Driver of the Year and runner-up to that award. So that's quite an accomplishment. You know, 850 some drivers. Number 2. That's pretty good for the year. Pretty good. So, anything you'd like to say?
I appreciate it. It's an honor to get an award. I mean, like you said, number 2 is pretty good for.
Yeah. Shoot for number 1, right? Keep going for number 1.
Sure.
Absolutely. Certificate in here that you can frame up that has your Driver of the Month and the month that you received the award. A few hats here, Driver of the Month hat, so not everybody gets those. Inside this envelope is some gift cards for you. Gift card to the store and also one for restaurants that you can go out to eat. And also this is the official award here. So your nameplate with the old porcelain eagle there. So yeah, very nice. Hold her up there. Let's see, try it on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning, Smith Nation. This is Doug Whitfield from the recruiting department with the Dad's Joke of the Week. How did the barber win the race?
Ha.
He knew a shortcut.